now we're in the state of Aargau. They call it the carrot state. Carrot cake comes from here, national speciality, very popular sweet cake that contains a lot of carrot.
在我们短暂的经过了一个州，叫做阿尔高州。然后这个州呢有一个梗，就是据说阿尔高州的驾照考试比其他州要简单很多，然后所以全瑞士的司机呢都在鄙视阿尔高州的司机。
Then they threw the body into a lake on Pilatus on the right, 7,000 feet or 2,000 meters high.
我们右上方这个山就是皮拉斯。
Smaller ones.
left side off.
The bigger ones. So they say if the glaciers go on melting the way they are now, by the year 2060 we'll have 2,000 lakes, as many as fingers. Now we're in the state of Nidwald. We haven't been driving for an hour yet. And we've already been to 91. The states of Uri, Schwyz and Unterwalden swore to help each other if they'd ever be in danger. It was very informal, but for us it's the beginning of everything. 1291. The next... on the hills. They go up in the middle of May when the snow has melted and come down again in the middle of September. And the first cow has a very big bell and a very big bunch of flowers, and they all go in succession. That's been a very popular motif also for painters for centuries, when the cows go up and when they come down. The first cow always has a very big bell. All the cows always wear bells because they easily get lost in the fog, so they can follow the bells of the other cows. Dairy, the average cow gives about 30 liters of milk a day, costs around 3,000 francs, and the cows that spend the summer up on the hills, they're milked twice a day, and the cheese is also produced up on the hills. It has to be called Alp cheese. A firm had problems because it wasn't actually produced up in the Alps, so like champagne has to come from the region. To be called Alp cheese, it has to be produced up on the hills and not down in the valley. Of the history of Switzerland, where the whole history of the foundation is written down. The White Book of Saarland in the little village, in the town hall in the town of Scenic. Of Switzerland on the right, the little village of Gieswil and the church.
隧道开就通车呢，起码要等到4、5年之后了。
So pretty. So close.
the right, you'll see Lake Lungern. It's a man-made lake for the production of energy. There was a lot of opposition when it was to like the Lake of Lungern. The water level is considerably lower in winter than in summer, and one man hadn't realized that and thought he found the perfect hide and seek for 2 corpses. He put them in barrels and he filled the barrels with cement.
当中呢，有2/3左右都是来自于水力发电的，然后这些有其他这样的用途用于水力发电，然后还有那种最大的大坝也是用于水力发电的。另外呢，这个榕江湖还是钓鱼爱好者的天堂。就现在天气比较差，就天气好的时候呢，就是在湖边上还有这个湖上，就经常能看到钓鱼的人。
And this is the little village of Lungern. The whole of the central part where we now is Catholic. Looking at the whole of the country, we have only slightly had that the church was in a bad position, that the people didn't really believe, that they needed a new church. And in 1525, in the town of Zurich, all the Catholic monasteries and convents became Protestant churches. And if you visit the church in Zurich, you'll see no decorations, no ornaments. Get rid of the extras. That was the idea of the Reformation. Not even crosses, heaps. They with 4 candles on them. The first candle is lit on the 4th Sunday before Christmas. The second one on the 3rd Sunday before Christmas. On the last Sunday before Christmas. And now this is Christmas Eve, will be the last Sunday before Christmas, so that is when all the 4 candles will be lit. And when Lungern needed a new Catholic church, they were inspired by the very famous pilgrimage church in Lourdes. We shall see the Catholic Church of Lungern. It's a miniature, one of the most famous European pilgrimage churches in Lourdes. Right, good view of Lake Lungern.
Oh, okay. Write in my name too.
The Brünig connects the state of Bern
规则，然后成为了一项运动。然后每年呢，在瑞士不同的地区都会举办瑞士摔跤比赛，而全国的比赛呢就在我们现在右手边上面。
There's stately farmhouses, and then you have workers' lodges or council flats. Our capital. Now we're in the highlands of Bern, the Berner Overland. This was the first tourist destination and very popular on the family, and they were very likely to come to the Berner Overland.
Mom, guess what? Let's do hot noodle tots.
In Brienz. That's the only place they still make them. For a very tragic reason, it's well known how deep the lake of Brienz is. In the late 90s, a group of about 20 young people from New Zealand did a Europe tour. They went river rafting in a very good river in Interlaken, the Sachsen. And from one minute to the other, the weather changed. There was enormous floodings, and about 15 lost their lives. And then subsequently. Century. Very popular to do fishing. Anyone can do fishing from the shore. If you want to do fishing from within the lake, you need a special license. The most recent fish is 80 of the voucher. I think if you buy a watch for 10,000 francs, I think you get a 5 franc reduction, something like that. So we'll give you the voucher.
You know, to buy 5,000.
I heard
It's such a pretty place. Wow. So pretty.
I'll take some. I need some. I'll pay you €1 per
Okay, this is a jump for
and then I'll give you 100 liters of milk per hour. No. Shut up. Stop breathing. How? That's impossible.
Interlaken is between the lake of Brienz and the lake of Thun, so it's not on a lake. About 7,000 inhabitants here, about 900 meters high. The river, there's no logical explanation why it's so dark, and the white one goes down to Lauterbrunnen. They say that the people from Grindelwald washed them. Now let's see what we can do at the top of the mountain. Would you please take the situation map? The situation without snow. But what is sensational is the ice palace, where you see all the figures carved out of the ice. And there also we really ask you to pay attention when walking. Then number 9 is again a place where you can be outside, the so-called plateau. Then you come into the big first, then comes a group free of a guide, and then comes a group again with a guide. So we'll go up.